Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 31 of Direwolf20's Forgecraft server. Today, on the server by myself, but I've got some projects I want to get taken care of, so hopefully I can knock that out. Whoosh. Step one, let's knock out this wither. Booyah. I want to take him down. Boy, he hurts a little bit, doesn't he? Woo! Hey, food. Go into my mouth. Thank you. Take that wither. Punch all the withers. I need another star, clearly, for a project I want to get going. Did I get him? Woohoo! That's what's up. So there's a lot of things I'd like to kind of get working better. So one of the things I'm going to work on first is better resource income. Like, we totally need more resources coming in. So that's the thing we're going to work on. This guy over here seems to be doing a pretty good job of doing his thing. So I'm going to take this nether star and make some stuff. So the thing I need this nether star for is a quantum quarry. And I think I've got all the stuff I need for it. I might need to pop over to the end to get some endstone. Did I bring any of that back with me? Not enough. So we're totally going to need some of that. Do I have like a dial-up dude that leads to the end? Dire Sender. What are these cool places? Glass and Fire. Tema's base. Bunch of people's places. Stronghold. Maybe that is where we want to go. End Dragon. Fly away. The end. Well, let's just go to the end. Dial once. Hopefully that's cool. And I've got my porter to take me home. There's a lot of places. And I think I can turn you on at this point. I'm going to call that enough endstone for now. Starting teleportation. Whoosh. Gotta love the RF Tools teleporter. Definitely one of my favorite teleportation mechanics of many mods. Alright, cool. So you guys can go away for the time being. And so we're going to totally want some stone burnt. I have a resonator, but it's all manual, isn't it? It's not the end of the world. Do you have any stone burnt in you? Yeah. So let's get some bricks. Do the thing. And get some stone burnt going. We should probably look at maybe making some actual Powergen from extra utilities. There's a lot of mods we haven't touched yet because I was like kind of focusing. I played this series a little differently than my previous series. Rather than ramping up, you know, from one mod to the next, I'm like, let's check out some of the new mods that got added to the pack since the last iteration of the Direwolf20 pack, right? So we've got, you know, we've got Thaumcraft, and we checked a lot of that out, and we did Ender IO a lot, and a few other mods that we kind of like touched on, like Monk. So like differently than I planned to do the series for sure, and different than I usually do the series. So I hope you guys enjoyed that because you know a lot of people like to see different, they say. So that's what's up. So I think what I'll do probably is maybe make a water mill or something like that pretty soon, and maybe at least get a little bit of this stuff, especially if we're going to need more stone burnt over time. I think that's enough for what I want to make, though, which is the quarry. Right? So, quarry... So I can make this dude. Oops. Am I out of... No, I have plenty of disk space stuff. Just a little lag. I think the server might be a touch laggy. What? Oh, hey there. Oh. Okay. What is going on? Server. A little bit laggy. I don't know where the lag is. Mostly seems to be in the overworld somewhere. But we'll get it. We'll manage to get through it. Oh, so there's your quantum quarry. We want some actuators, right? And it's 6 of these we're gonna need, I believe. Cool. So that should be good. And then we're going to want a couple end rods. So we might need to get some of that popped chorus fruit stuff. So I think we just smelt some of it. So we'll pop 2 of those into here. Yeah, the server's definitely acting weird. What's up, server? You're killing me. Maybe I'll bounce it real quick and see if that helps, because something's gummy. All right, guys, we're back. Bounced the server, crafted the things that we need, and I'm gonna get this quantum quarry up and running. Don't typically use the quantum quarry, so kind of interested to try it out. Like, obviously, like, we know what it does, right? So it's not like a giant mystery, but kind of looking forward to playing with it a little bit. It's been a while, I know for a fact, since I messed with the thing. And I'm pretty sure that all you do is pop this dude down. And do that, right? Now we have a quantum quarry. Sweet. Cool. Do we have any glass, like thickened glass? Yeah, we do. So that should be cool. Oh, that's right. Vertical wall, a view. Sweet. Like it. Like it a lot. Can I teleport through blocks? Oh, see, that would be cool if I could. We'll have to fix some of the things, obviously, but that's the gist. Stone, can I have like a couple hundred of you? Beautiful. All right, so quantum quarry, good to go. Let's get some power into here. So we're gonna totally want this capacitor bank to feed power. Now we're totally gonna need more power. Like this little basic 2000 RF a tick turbine is not gonna be sufficient for this guy. I forget how much power he needs, but it's large amounts. Like it's not it's not a tiny bit. So what I'll probably do is let's go into bat form and let's get our conduiting. Right, so we're gonna want some enhanced energy conduits. 24 might be close to enough, but probably not. Now, can I Yeta wrench you? Hey, I said that. Yeah, I can. Nice. Because ideally, I would like to keep this compact, and that would look nice, right? So no fluctuating power? Good. That tells me I'm doing all right. So you'll come into the top, probably. Let's do that. So you'll want to go back 1 or 2 more block spaces. Maybe roughly here. Super close. Yeah, so if we want to use this thing, it's got to be like a silly large amount of power gen that we're going to have to ramp up. So I'm going to, step 1, get the quantum quarry going just so we have something happening, right? Now, I think we just need a chest. So let's get one of these just to see if it's actually doing anything. Yeah, it is. Nice. Now we can set up any items that don't match this filter. We can also set it up with an enchanted book and a biomarker and whether or not it's always on. So let's do redstone on for a moment. We've got some levers that we can activate here. Now this guy, when he runs, it's a huge amount of power required to keep him going. So we're gonna wanna be careful with that, right? Yeah, 3,000 RF per tick, net loss. So we're sitting probably right around 5,000 RF a tick to run this thing. And I mean, we're producing 2. We could get a few more manual turbines and just ramp up our gas turbine production. And we would maybe need to ramp up syngas production at that point as well. So what would we need? 6 more turbines in total, right? Because we've got 4, it's 500 RF per turbine. So we need 6 more turbines to break even. But I'm thinking like maybe it's time that we graduate past turbines and into some more shenanigans level power gen. That's kind of the idea that I'm thinking. Yeah, so we'll have to see. So let's get you to filter out the items that we don't want. So if present, the quarry will auto destroy any items that do not match the filter. So we're going to totally want a filter. and that should be cool. But let's turn it on so we can get some items in here, right? So items that we want to totally void out. And you, sir. Oh, you know what? To be fair, the energy conduit here can only do 5,000 RF a tick. So it might be that this draws more power than that. That's a thing to consider, isn't it? So we're basically going to want a sampling of all the different types of ores. So we might need to, sooner than later, ramp up our power production. So if we want to run this thing and not, you know, destroy our base, how are we for yellorium? So that's not enough really to start thinking about that kind of reactor. So what other reactor options do we have? So there's actually additions. We could get the canola oil stuff. But ultimately, those kinds of oils would just run through this thing, the turbine, the advanced generator turbine, if I wanted to, right? I would probably just say, if I'm making canola oil, run it through here, rather than, you know, anything else. Maybe for now, we'll ramp up the gas turbines, and then we'll, maybe next episode or two, look at that. So turbine, did I, like, teach you how to do things at all? Probably not. Let's do some recipe teaching for turbines. So we're gonna want a manual turbine, right? So you're not a processing list, so you can do that. And you're gonna need to know how to make the prereq stuff. Hey, you're supposed to be this dude. And this dude. And this dude. And this dude. So at least we can, now if I shift click you, nice, that's what's up. So multi-block crafter, good to go. So if I asked for a turbine now, psst, this is the part where you open the UI that I clicked on. Waiting for server, wah wah wah. I bounced it, but I might not have bounced it hard enough. So if I want like 7 more of these just to round up, right? We're gonna need a bit more iron and a bit more manulin. So do we have ardite? We have a little bit of ardite powder. And cobalt. So that, we need more stuff before we can do that. What else could I make that would be a nice power gen option? So what about, like, what do we have a lot of that we can turn into power right now? Right now, what do we have a lot of that we can turn into power? We don't really have a mob farm set up yet. We have a lot of redstone. A lot of redstone. Because we've been, like, redstone you get a ton of because of the redstone bees underground and stuff. I don't know where the diamonds and emeralds came from. I'm assuming that's like a Soren drop-off gift or something like that. So we could do, like, maybe a heated redstone generator? Like, how much? Now, that needs lava, obviously. So we could, like, ramp up the lava thing. We could eventually maybe just go towards rainbow gen. But I'm gonna hold off on that just yet. Ooh, we could go with a biofuel from industrial foregoing. That might be cool, right? I don't know that we've played with that yet, you know, in a while at least. That's the one I think where, like, you produce biofuel, right, by putting many different types of plants in a thing. That could be a fun way to do power, right? We haven't done that in a while. So, like, if we wanted biofuel, there's the biofuel generator and the biofuel from industrial foregoing. Bioreactor accepts items. So Bioreactor, let's see what's up with you, right? So do you know how to make machine frames yet? You do, cool. So Bioreactor, I'm assuming you're in here and I just can't see you. There you are. Needs what? We need some sugar. And we need some plastic. Which I don't know that we've gotten into the dry rubber stuff. So let's get some of that. So we want a plastic. Needs dry rubber, which comes from the latex processing unit. So let's set up that. We'll get industrial foregoing, because we haven't done a lot with industrial foregoing, like, too recently, right? We played with it a little bit in the Let's Play series, but we haven't really done a lot with it too much. So what do you need, Buster? You need power. And you need wood, right? And so we want some kind of placer, right? How about the block pacer from industrial foregoing? Does that sound cool? Well, he needs plastic first and a couple droppers. So let's get a couple of those and another machine frame. And then we'll get the placer from industrial foregoing going once we get plastic. That sounds like a good plan. So you'll need power, my friend. So do we have more conduits? We don't really have more conduits. We don't even have conduit binding. That's what kind of situation we're in. So we'll just get a stack of this and throw it into here. That won't take too long to process. And then we can hopefully get this going. So where should we set up this little nifty dude? Maybe we'll set him up over here. Does that sound cool? I think that sounds like a neat idea. Where's my stone, by the way? Because I want to make this area look kind of nice. I don't want Morby to come down here and yell at me. And she would. Spifferino. I think it looks good. Might as well do that in here too, right? And you can go in there as a thing that we're going to want to keep, because we do want to keep track of all the things we want to keep, right? This thing could probably serve to be one block back inside this room so that I can walk around in front of it, I guess, but it's all good. For now, at least. We'll want some kind of door. Alright, so with that said, let's get... So I remember having a few of these would probably be a good idea. So let's get more machine frames. Let's get like 10 of those. No, we need more iron than that. Let's get 3 of those. We need more iron than that. Man, we are in a bad way for iron. Can you do something about that? Yeah, you're still working. Nice. So you keep doing your thing. You guys maybe process some resources for me a little bit. Do we have any iron handy? Probably not a super good amount. There's probably a little bit in there, but it's not going to be super duper worth it. Also, I totally did not mean to be in 5x5 break mode when I did that. Cool. All right, so you guys will hopefully get me some iron. We can at least maybe get 2 more frames. Would that be a reasonable thing to ask for? Nice. And then we'll get 2 more latex processing units that will eventually be 3 total latex processing units. Oh yeah, we don't have the iron for it. Holy cow. See, this is why I want to get the quantum quarry going. Like, this system is cool and neat and all, and it works great, but it's like a bit manual, right? I have to move that boar every now and then, and get him to behave, right? So there's some effort involved there. I want to have something that can just kind of run, and I don't have to worry about it. So that's what's going to be up. So you... Oh, you turn latex. That's right. You turn latex into things. I want. What do you make tiny dry rubber from latex? We want the thing from foregoing. You turn rubber into things, or you get rubber from like the stuff that you extract from trees. What's that block called? Block placer, block breaker, mob detector, animal rancher, water condensator. What's the thing called? Totally drawn a blank on the name of that block that I need. Fluid crafter. Yeah, look at all these cool machines, but I don't remember which one I want. There it is, tree fluid extractor, and they are not terribly expensive. Nice. Well, glad I didn't make too many processing units, because that would have been a bit of a waste. So that's cool. So if I throw down wood here, right? Nice. Now, do I have a user hanging out, a mechanical user? Probably not. That would probably be nice to have. Because I could just go mechanical user. I was going to go the foregoing machine for it, but it's all good. So you face upward. You're going to do place block, right click. this is the part where you... Do you need a block here? Always on. You don't need stuff, right? Yeah, right click, place block, do the thing. It's weird. Do you need grid power for this? I don't think you do. It's saying like 0.8 out of 0, so it doesn't actually need grid power to do this. That's weird. Why is the mechanical user not placing blocks? Strange. So we could go with like the auto placer from Actual Editions. That's a route. Looks like I could do that. And that. So we could have an auto placer. Forget if he needs power. Some of them do, some of them don't, and sometimes it's easy to lose track. The big question is, can he place up? If he can, then I'm cool. Yep, he can. Sweet. So that's what I'm looking for, right? And then you guys are going to create latex, right? Cool. And then you're gonna have the latex processing unit here that you'll wanna basically dump into. So eventually we'll have a couple more tree fluid extractors. Think I can make those? Tree fluid extractors. If I can make 2 more of these, then we should be good. Looks like we're good. Yeah, so long story short, my whole plan here is you're making that, good, and you're making some, cool. All right, conduits for liquid transfer. So we've got pressurized fluid conduits times 1. We're gonna need more fused quartz, so that's gonna need just some quartz. With you in this mode. Cool, that'll get me some fused quartz. Maybe one more set of the stuff. And maybe what I'll do is get a tank like this, right? Whose job will be to collect excess of the stuff. So you on the east will be insert, and on the down will be extract, and on the down will be extract, and on the down will be extract, and on the down will be extract. Cool. So empty, empty, emptied, and emptied. And then you can do that and turn that into that. So we've got latex going on there. That's cool. Right. All right, so now let's get a transfer node and some of this. And we want a mining upgrade, which just needs one of these dudes. Not a big deal to make this. And we'll pump water in there, because remember you need water for the latex as well. Polished stone go away. I forget how much power I need. Looks like that was it. Cool. And remember, you don't need GP for those anymore, which is a welcome change from my point of view. So what we can do is just sneak in here. Have a nice little simple water thing, right? So let's get a bucket. Who misses being a bat? I missed being a bat. Big time. So you and you. right? And then we'll do this and that and that and this, and that should be cool, right? Water is coming in. Beautiful. Something else I might want to have, and this will require the thing, but I'd really like to get into the extra utilities wireless power, because that's just like such an awesome thing to have, right? So we can make that, and we can make one of these, but you need 4 GP to keep that going. So can I make a water mill? I made some more stone burnt like in between the segment when I was bouncing the server, because I was just basically decided to come back and be like, you know what, I need a bunch of this stuff, and it's really boring to make right now without Powergen, so I just stood there and right-clicked for a bit. But if I got this dude and we put the water around it properly, that would be exactly 4 GP. Okay, so that's cool, right? So you notice I kind of have a theme going on here, right? So you can do this again. You can do that and look good, right? I actually wanted that stone. I didn't want to put that away. Put these things away for the time being. Don't need them, or them, or them, or even that, or that. Nice. All right. So over here, I'll sneak in a quick infinite water source so I can pull from this. And we'll start with like just a very basic, like this is obviously not a super efficient format for this thing, right? But once I get more of these, we should be cool. That should be, yeah, generating 16. That's not bad, right? We'll obviously get more than that, but, you know, eventually. So you, sir, if you'd be so kind. Nice. Looking good. And I might even cover that up back there just to make it look nice. All right, so then now that we have 4 GP steady, I don't think I have a wireless battery set up here, right? Don't think I ever set that up. But we do now, because I didn't have the GP to support it, so there's that. But now we can do simple things like this, which will get power, and that's cool, right? And now we've got our rubber production. I like it. The only other thing we might want is like to run the refined storage system over here so we can extract these tiny dry rubbers out. But we can kind of cross that bridge when we get to it. That's looking cool. Nice. Not bad, dudes. Not bad. We're gonna need more water in there. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Nice. Just to help it out a little bit while we're cleaning up the backlog. But it almost looks like we're producing latex faster than we're using it right now, which is kind of funny. It looks like that, but I don't think that's the case. Too bad he can't stay up there. That would be nice. But I guess most mods aren't, you know, expecting that much water in a single item. But yeah, once we clean up the backlog of latex, I think we'll be fine. I don't think I can throw another mining upgrade into that thing. I would need to do a speed upgrade if I wanted to make this faster, right? Max upgrade's 1, correct. So if I wanted to make this faster, we need a speed upgrade, which I might want 1 of. And you should be able to make this now without much of a problem, because we have a total of 16. We're using 4 for the wireless battery, and then we're going to use 8 for this, so that'll be 12, and then we'll be good. Sweet. What's a speed upgrade from extra utilities look like? Not terrible. Hopefully 1's enough to be like, hey, that's cool. Pretty close. Pretty close. Definitely pulling water in quicker, it feels like. But, we'll see. But anyway, for now, that's probably enough of this stuff. And we'll just let that passively run, and we'll come back to, like, loads of this stuff. So we'll furnace that up. So that's our tree fluid extractor. That's a majority of what we needed. Then we wanted to make a bioreactor, which needed the plastic, right? So we just need one of these dudes and the plastic we just made, including the sugar that we just used to make the eye. Because diaderps. Now, does this need power? I forget. He does. And as I recall, the efficiency is based on the many different types of items. So, lock inventory. That's cool. So let's make you active on redstone signal, because I don't want you to just run just yet, right? But you could throw, like, wheat, potatoes. Do we have potatoes? We don't have any potatoes. Come on. Carrots? We have some carrots. Let's go upstairs to our, like, little food farm area. And I'll probably want to automate this at some point. I'm wondering if, like, rice will work. And beetroot. And maybe even pumpkins. Right? We could also go the industrial foregoing route of this, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to test all these things out and see, like, what works and what doesn't. Cool. So some of these things may work. Some may not. We'll find out. So, like, the seeds go in there? They do not. But, like, oh, wheat doesn't even go in? Really? Do pumpkins go in? So what, like, goes into the bioreactor? Each item will increase the efficiency of all the items by 10 millibuckets at maximum efficiency. The reactor will produce 1,440 millibuckets, consuming 9 different items. That's cool. Textbook accepted items. So seeds do go in there. Carrots and potatoes. Saplings can go in there. That's cool. And tile.for.sapling.ge name. Neat. Pigments from thermal foundation. Bone meal can apparently go in there. Chorus flowers, mushrooms, netherwort. Cocoa beans. These are all things we could automate. Alright, so let's... How are we for saplings? We're pretty good on saplings. What I want to do is figure out, like, exactly what's going to go in there. So beetroot seeds go in there. How about seeds? They should. So we tested all these items, right? Alright, so none of these go in. But, like, seeds should go in. We got some, right? Yeah. So I don't want it to process yet. I want to map out what items we're going to use for the bioreactor, right? So the efficiency is, like, climbing. What other things? We could use bone meal, but do we have a lot of bones? We don't really. I want to use things that I can, like, automate, right? So we could use pumpkin seeds. So we could, and those are pretty easy to get in copious quantities of, because you just do this, right? And that's cool, right? What else can I throw in there? Melon seeds, if I could find melons, and potatoes, and netherwort. So melons, potatoes, and netherwort would be nice to have. Melons, potatoes, and netherwort. Lapis can go in there? That's interesting. How are we for lapis? I mean, we're good, but it's not a renewable resource, right? Do we have any melon seeds or melons? No, but we could get some. How about wort? Do we have netherwort? We have some. So, like, we could set up a little farm to automate all these crops, right? That's kind of my plan. And then we'll use that to do the bioreactor thing. And maybe we'll even set up, like, an automation step where, like, what we could do... This could be cool. Yeah. Isn't there withdrawers? Yeah. Emit signal for least full slot, for most full slot. Shows fill level. Emit signal for total storage. Interesting. Interesting. What if we put, like, all these in a drawer system and we determined if we're, like, below a certain threshold of a resource, we turn off the bioreactor so it doesn't waste the other resources because it's not efficient. Is that cool? That might be a neat thing to set up. Yeah, so we can do some efficiency along those lines. So these guys, and then what else did I say? Melons and potatoes. And then we just have to figure out one more item that's renewable, right? So melons and potatoes would be renewable. And then what else? What else is like easy? Like we could do probably mushrooms or another type of sapling. Those would probably be our best bet. Cocoa beans are also renewable, but I want to make sure that like whatever automation thing I set up is doing it all, right? So melons and potatoes, and maybe a mushroom. Does that sound like a plan? I think so. So we have to find mushrooms, melons, and potatoes. So let's go visit our pal CPW over the ledge here. I want to see if he has potatoes, melons, and maybe even mushrooms. We'll find out. So he's got a farm up there. Where's your like storage system, CPW? I'm not raiding your base. Shh, nobody tell CPW. Wow, look at this. He's got 50 manual and turbines running on empowered oil. That's cool. Empowered oil is a fun one to automate, though. It really is. Like, that's one of those, like, it's neat to automate type things. But wherefore art thou? Refined storage system, Chief. I mean, clearly you have one. Gotta be around here somewhere. Main floor processing, canola flour power, deep miners, ground floor processing, ground floor mobs, ground floor power, mobs control, mob trap, top floor power, top floor home, top floor mobs, world link, BS mount Mamfu. I don't know what that means. Manufacturing? Basement manufacturing? I don't know. Top floor home. Hello. That seems like a nice place to have a refined storage system link. I just can't find it. He's got one, I just don't know where it is. But now you get like a mini base tour of CPW's base, which is cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Nifty. Neat stuff going on around here. Just not sure where his brains of his refined storage system might be. Sweet. Alright, maybe I'll find it real quick off camera. Alright, so we're actually well past the wrapping up point for the episode, so how about this? I will get, one way or another, melons, potatoes, and some kind of mushroom. And then we will come back next episode, set up a bioreactor, and check out that fuel option. Just because we haven't played with that before, right? We'll see how that works out for us in terms of power gen. It'll at least produce fuel that we can maybe ramp this guy up or something else, right? But for now, Delta signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and you know the deal. Take it easy.